Hey guys, Blake here with Pokeball Cards. This is my first video, but I've been a longtime Pokemon fan. I've been in and out of the hobby, and I'll talk more about that through some other videos. But today I wanted to talk real quick about this, all this news about Prismatic Evolutions. This looks really cool. Let me switch over here to Pokebeach. This came out this morning. Some pretty awesome news here. We've got pack art for Prismatic Evolutions. If you're not familiar, this is the English specialty set that's coming out in January that is equivalent to the Japanese set, a terrestrial festival, I think is what they call it, which is a high class in Japan. So they get booster boxes in Japan. We're only going to get ETBs, booster bundles, specialty products. But this is some pretty amazing news here. We just found out there's 32 special illustration rares in this set. I think Crown Zenith had like 34 or 32, 36, somewhere in that range. So this is awesome. This is going to be a really large set with some incredible, probably some incredible art in it. And then also more exciting too, is that we found out that the Master Ball Reverse Holo that is on Japanese 151 is going to be in this set, which is really cool. So I don't know how hard those cards are going to be to pull. In the Japanese set, it was one per booster box, but again, we're not going to have booster boxes in English. So I don't know if that means it'll be one per 20 or 30 packs or how rare they'll be. But that's going to definitely give a lot of people another chase to have in this set. The Pokemon Center posted the Elite Trainer box up this morning. It is still here. If I refresh this, it's still showing pre-order. It is limit of 2. I was seeing some people on Discord that were able to get 4 at a time in multiple orders this morning. So they were getting whole cases. And then by the time I got on there, it was down to 2. I was able to get 6 total Elite Trainer boxes. And then now we also have the, this was not showing this morning either, but they've updated this now. We can see the Eevee promo card, which looks incredible. It really does. It looks fantastic. And of course, if you're not familiar with the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, you get 2 promos and one has this Pokemon Center stamp on it. Those promos tend to be, less printed, more limited, and be more sought after. So I would pre-order one of these if you've got the money, if you are available. They don't actually charge you until they ship in January. So you don't actually have to pay anything until then, but it's probably a good idea to get one snagged while you can. The hype for this set seems to be pretty crazy so far. We've seen Surging Sparks, the prices increase a lot. It sell out recently on the Pokemon Center, which I think is actually probably just due to the fact that they're getting ready to ship and it's too close to release. But a lot of websites have sold out of Surging Sparks. So there's a lot of hype right now in the market. And I think it's a good idea to snag 1 or 2 of these while you can. Looks really good. Your typical, normally you get 9 packs in an ETB, but with the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, you get the extra. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, looks to be a really cool set. If we go back here to Pokebeach, we can see that they're also going to have, like a binder collection, poster collection, stickers, mini tins. The mini tins actually look really amazing. I'm not going to lie. These look really cool. I could see these being very collectible with all the Eeveelutions on it. And then, of course, if we go back here too, looks like some of these are coming out later. Like the tins don't come out until February 7th, which is like almost an entire month later. And you'll notice the booster bundle doesn't come out until March 7th. So they are kind of spreading it out. So definitely be watching maybe for pre-orders for the booster bundles too. I think those are going to be really popular. And I don't know what this surprise box is going to be. It says 4 Prismatic Evolution booster packs, 1 stylish storage box with 4 dividers, 1 random etched promo card featuring Eevee or one of its evolutions, I don't want to say Eeveelutions, as a Stellar Terra Pokemon EX. Might not be that great, might be something really cool. I guess we'll have to stay tuned and see what happens with that. And then they got this little accessory pouch, which I think is going to probably sell really well with the kids with the little Eevee. We've only really seen the EX cards so far. I'm not the biggest EX card fan, but I'm sure they'll be popular for players. So we don't have a lot of the artwork yet, but I am pretty psyched up now with 32 special illustration rares. That's huge. So this is something I've been actually wanting Pokemon to do for a while, and maybe they're only doing it because it's a high class set, kind of like Crown Zenith. But I love it when they have a lot of high end cards to chase in a set, and hopefully high pull rates to go with it. We don't know for sure what the pull rates will be, but if they give you high pull rates, then basically it ends up being hard to pull the specific card you want, but you're getting lots of pulls as you pull packs, versus like Evolving Skies where you could open pack after pack after pack and just get nothing. So if we look here at like Crown Zenith is kind of divided into its main set, which has a few cool cards here at the end that are kind of like your alt arts essentially, but they also have the Galarian Gallery, which is really big. And you've got the first part of the Galarian Gallery that's non-textured, that is kind of akin to like an illustration rare in Scarlet Violet. And then you have the second part, which starts here with the Leafeon V-Star. I absolutely love this card, by the way. Incredible card. But this whole part of the set is textured, and we're kind of harder to pull. And then, of course, you got the golds that are even harder to pull. Like if we look at Crown Zenith pull rates, you'll see that, like, for instance, this Mewtwo V-Star, which is a really popular card, is a 1 in 250 pull. You know, I could see them maybe doing something similar with Eevee, maybe even a little harder pull rate. It kind of depends. Lately, we've been having some pretty hard pull rates. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like, you know, maybe in this camp. Keep in mind that, like, Arceus being 1 in 667 and Giratina being 1 in 333, I highly doubt that these are different. This is probably a smaller sample size. So the real pull rate for a gold card is probably somewhere between these two. But you know, you get the idea. It's like 1 in 154 for Leafeon V-Star. Is it really easier to pull this than Mewtwo V-Star? Probably not. So maybe it's somewhere in between there, like 1 in 200 or whatever. But yeah, so anyway, I think what they could do some similar with Crown Zenith is they could give us a fairly high pull rate, because Crown Zenith was like, I want to say it was like a 40 or 45% pull rate where you're getting something, you know, in almost half of the packs you were opening. But you have so many chases that if you're wanting a specific chase like this Mewtwo V-Star, it could be really hard to pull. So anyway, I'm really excited for this set. If you haven't yet, get on there, pre-order a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box if you got the money. You know, even if you don't want to open this, these make great investments. I think this set's looking like it's probably going to be fire. And right now we're in a lot of, there's been a lot of craziness with the market right now with Surging Sparks. And I think it's only going to continue to hype up when this Eevee set comes out. So not trying to further hype the market, but just want to get this information out there. And yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. There'll be more videos to come. Just getting the channel started. Been a long time Pokemon fan. Collected back in 1999. Kind of went in and out of the hobby as I grew up, like a lot of people. But yeah, I'm a pretty big collector now, and I also do some investing too, in sealed product and things like that. So anyway, yeah, tune back into my channel. I'd love to, love to have a subscriber or viewer, and comment below if you got something to say. Thanks.